What do the following flavors have in common? Strawberry, peach, apple, lime, coconut, banana, guava, and watermelon. Get a guess? I'll give you a hint. They could potentially kill you. Greetings. My name is Joseph Yagar. Welcome to another Life in Perspective broadcast. My objective is to provide thought-provoking discussions so you can optimize your perspective on life. On August 23, 2019, the first suspected vaping-related death was reported in the state of Illinois. Since then, more than 30 states reported such deaths. The White House is looking to ban flavored e-cigarettes in an attempt to curb teenage vaping and avoid further deaths. The Center for Disease Control has been called to investigate, and the Federal Drug Administration has been under fire for its part in letting this issue get out of control. When heads roll, I want a front row seat. Before I continue, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so by clicking the subscribe link below. You may also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you haven't guessed it by now, I am as anti-cigarettes of any kind as they come. I'll make it quite clear in my video, Youth Wasted on the Young. From a chemical standpoint, I'm aware of the uphill battle tobacco addicts are facing when trying to kick this despicable habit. The idea of reaching for something that may help them quit while at the same time not make them as repulsive to be around should be a no-brainer, not to mention healthier. There's no wonder smokers aspiring to quit flock to e-cigarettes to vape their way to redemption. Heck, with highly persuasive ads and over 15,000 flavors to choose from, who could blame them? The FDA states that it does not recommend e-cigarettes as a quitting method. Well, it doesn't exactly scream its objection from the rooftops either. Whether it does or it doesn't, the fact remains that all these gimmicks still contain over 80 harmful toxins, including nicotine, heavy metals, and flavorants, all of which are linked with lung disease. So as far as I'm concerned, those who gravitate to them are still making a poor choice that further feeds their addiction by adding lively flavors, all the while deluding themselves that they are trying to quit smoking and just want to look cool doing it. In my opinion, that's like trying to drive off a cliff in an ice cream van as opposed to a garbage truck and expecting to survive. The whole smoking destroys brain cells theory must have some truth to it. It amazes me how society gets itself into a pickle and then creates another pickle in an attempt to resolve the former, only to end up with a jar of pickles and no viable solution. Then, in an attempt to show initiative and pretend to take responsibility, they assemble congressional committees to perform televised grillings, asking those responsible to find a solution that is not in their best interest, just so the people who were supposed to protect our interest in the first place can save face. What a circus! Big tobacco, just like big pharma, big auto, big banks, you name it, have flown in on private jets to their congressional hearings and left the same way. They were made to feel embarrassed for a few days, took a few blows in the media and legal settlements, but keep on ticking. It's the price of doing business and raking in fortunes. They'll tell you that they are merely giving people what they want. Their armies of lawyers follow the law, and the consumer makes the decision. They don't shove anything down anybody's throat. Tell that to the family who lost a loved one. Like alcohol, drugs, and tobacco, society is in too deep and the fortunes are irresistible. The vape market was valued at $15 billion in 2020, up from just $3 billion in 2016, and is expected to grow to over $100 billion by 2030. Need I say more? It is a formidable enemy that will likely never be defeated. There is simply too much power. Governments are simply cartels of another kind and are just as corrupt and power-hungry as the ones they are fighting. They push a different agenda, but their currency is the same: human lives and cold hard cash. The more aware we become, the more powerful the enemy is, and the more out of reach a universal solution appears to be. The only weapon that has a chance in hell in the war on addiction is prevention and aggressive education. The only government that has a chance is self-governance, and that starts at home. Children copy what they see because it is their earliest and easiest form of reference. So, let's make sure that the only strawberry peach, apple, lime, coconut, banana, guava, and watermelon flavors they taste are the real deal. Please let me know what topics you would like my perspective on in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.